How to make $2,500 to $25,000 a month. Is it realistic? Can the average person do that? If you've been watching me for a while, this is the most important video I think I've released in the last 5 years. So please pay careful attention. I'm going to answer that question. So here's some work I've been working on. I'm at my farm here, and a lot of quiet, focused study time. I'm gonna share with you some stuff from this book, The Millionaire Next Door, Good to Great, Jim Collins' book, the book, The Self-Made Billionaire Effect. So what I'm about to say is not just my opinion. This is based on actual statistics and science. This actually happens in the real world. Can you make an extra $25,000 to $25,000 a month? Well, the answer is yes, average people can do it. That's the short answer. But I need to explain how, because it's impossible if you don't know what I've written here. This is a 10 step-by-step. I call this the cash flow system. So this is a 10-step system. So I'll explain that. Watch this video to the end, because I'm going to give you right here this 10-step formula. Okay, what are the three? I'm going to answer this really quickly by talking about what I call the 3 commandments of wealth. What are the 3 commandments of wealth? Like I said, based on books like The Millionaire Next Door, which is an exhaustive study of millionaires, based on the book, The Self-Made Billionaire Effect, where CPAs went in and studied self-made billionaires. Jim Collins, 3 million copies written, built to last, good to great. This is my answer. After many years, I've been focused on being an entrepreneur, building my own business since I was 19 years old. In fact, it all started here near this farm about 2 miles away. When I graduated high school, I went to work and I went for apprenticeship with a guy named Joel Salatin, my first mentor. And that led me down a path where I ended up with 5 millionaire mentors. You might have heard my story before. That helped me go from, the American dream story, from rags to riches. But my path was complicated because, yes, I did have mentors, but it wasn't laid out in like a step-by-step cash flow guide like this. I had to piece it all together. I've been to over 40 countries. Now I've had over 10 mentors, millionaire mentors. I've befriended several billionaires who have taught me a lot. Me and my business partner have done over $1 billion in sales online. He just sold his company for $255 million. We own an investment company. So I've done a lot of stuff. So what I'm telling you is firsthand experience, and I believe it's pretty darn accurate. So the 3 commandments of wealth, which you'll see why this is pertinent. Number 1, thou shalt have more than 1 stream of income. Ideally 3. In fact, there's a book called Rich Habits where they studied self-made millionaires. The average millionaire, or about 60 to 70% of millionaires, self-made millionaires, had 3 streams of income. Some had more. Warren Buffett, the billionaire, has over 90 streams of income. You can go on his Wikipedia page and count all the different businesses he has. He has over 90 streams of income. That's a little extreme, but if you want to be one of the richest people in the world, that's how many streams of income you need. So, commandment 1, thou shalt have more than 1 stream of income. Thou shalt never trust just 1 source of income. That's a great way to go broke. Second commandment of wealth. Thou shalt invest thy money in new trends. Okay? If you look at what creates people, millionaires and billionaires, from Mark Zuckerberg to Jeff Bezos to Bill Gates, Elon Musk, it all starts with them investing their money wisely into cutting-edge opportunities. Elon Musk did electric car, Tesla. He did PayPal, which was online banking before anybody else did. Mark Zuckerberg did social networks back when there was really just MySpace and Friendster. So he caught that early trend. And you see this pattern not just in the last 20 years, but you see this centuries ago. The richest person in modern history is John D. Rockefeller. I just read the book Titan, listened to it also audio, and read it. There's a lot of gems in there, and he caught a new trend, which was oil. People used to use whale oil. He found oil in the ground could be used to light lanterns, light your house, and then of course to power cars, and he became worth $400 to $600 million. So thou shalt Invest thy money wisely in new trends. My mentor, Alan Nation, my second mentor, said, Tai, never be the first or last to try a new idea. If you wait too long, you invest your money. Most people are always investing in stuff that doesn't work that well anymore, and that's why most people's money doesn't work for them. Which brings me to the third of the commandments of wealth. Number 3, thou shalt make thy money work for thee, or for you, by having the right connections. When you study even Jim Collins talks about this, when you study millionaires and billionaires and hyper successful people financially, it's not just what you know, it's who you know. You have to have the right connections. And that's why if you grew up like me, I had a single mom, my mom didn't have much money and I didn't get those connections. Bill Gates' dad introduced him to computers when he was 12 years old. He had the hookups. His dad was a millionaire lawyer. Mark Zuckerberg's parents had the connections to Harvard. They sent him to Harvard. Steve Ballmer, who I know, had dinner with, very interesting conversation, one-on-one with him. He had connections to Harvard. He got in. So if you're watching this and you're not in the elite family status, I wasn't in the elite family. I didn't have family that could get me into Harvard. In fact, the reason I never went to college, and I went to college a little bit at NC State, but I don't have enough money, and I didn't have connections to set it up. I mean, look at what's happening now. People get connections, they get scholarships, all this stuff. So I got good news and bad news. Okay, you've watched so far. The good news is, let me start with the bad news. The movie Godfather, the Godfather said he always liked bad news first. Here's the bad news. Nothing in society is setting you up to follow any of these 3 commandments. Okay, you probably have one main source of income now, a job. Or maybe you're a fledgling entrepreneur, maybe you're a more advanced entrepreneur, but most of your income, most of your eggs are in one basket, okay? And society wants it that way. Set the education system. We even get majors. You get a major in college, major in one thing. Okay, well, whatever. By the way, remember what I'm about to show you, how to make $2,500 to $25,000 a month as an extra stream of income, or ideally 3. So you have society, that's the bad news, is against you. It's not giving you the connections. It's not telling you where to invest to catch the next big trend, right? I mean, it's in nobody's interest to share that with you. So here's the good news. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you the way around it. I found a glitch in the matrix. I found a hack, you could say, that you can follow. And basically a cut and paste formula that you can start following those 3 commandments of wealth. Now, if you ignore these, I'm going to tell you this right now. Be very careful ignoring what I'm about to say, because it's not just based on my experience. It's based on the experience of hundreds of thousands of millionaires. And people are too entitled in this world, and they think that they deserve to have financial success for no reason. It won't happen. So if you ignore what I'm about to say, I promise you, and the reason I know this is because there's times in my life where I ignored it and suffered financially. You will waste 10 years of your life financially if you do not listen to these 3 commandments. I promise you, okay? I mean, I don't know you personally necessarily, but I'm telling you, be forewarned. And if you don't know my background, most of you, if you're watching this, you probably know a little bit about me. But what I'm telling you, I've seen work beyond belief. I've seen it take me, I remember when I literally had $0 income, and within 9 months, I caught a new trend, got on Google AdWords, was making 6 figures within 9 months from 2 different streams of income. I didn't even know about having multiple streams of income. I had a financial company, had a nightclub business in Raleigh, North Carolina. And then I began to expand. Now I have about 18 different streams of income. I'm not at the Warren Buffett level, but I'm better than when I started and had 0. And I remember, making my first $1 million a year. Then I remember focused on making my first $1 million a month. And then I remember making $1 million a week. And so I've generated, in my own businesses, my own personal brand, a lot of money. I don't like to brag or say, but it's a lot. Okay, it's more than 8 figures. It's not, it's not 10 million or 11 million. It's a lot more than that. And so this is from firsthand experience. That's my background. Entrepreneur Magazine, I think in 2017, named me, #1 online entrepreneur. Forbes, if you go to tailopez.com/Forbes, it'll take you to Forbes website. They named me last year, I think, as top 10 business influencer in the world. That's Forbes, the big magazine. So I have experience in this, and I also reach about 100 million people a year, entrepreneurs, and people who are looking for these tenets of wealth to work for them. So here's what I discovered right now, this year, like we're talking this is what's going to work in 2019, 2020, 2021, the next 2 years max. Okay, and then this will be saturated. By the way, I told people in 2016 about a cutting edge wealth opportunity. I launched a social media marketing agency program. I now own, it went global, it caught fire. Okay, I trained over 40 or 50,000 people how to use social media to get businesses to pay them $1,000 to $10,000 a month. It's more saturated now. The people that first got in, many millionaires were created. I was just, if you saw my social media, was in Vegas, and these two guys came up with me. They have 100 chiropractors paying them, I think, on average $1,800 a month. They're making $180,000 a month. They bought me a bottle of champagne across. I was in the Hard Rock Hotel eating sushi at Nobu, and a bottle came across. And so I've seen what it takes to actually take everyday ordinary people who didn't grow up with opportunities handed to them, and what it takes for them to start making money. So when I say these 3 commandments of wealth, it comes with, well, I now over 250,000 people, over 250,000 people have gone through my paid training programs just since in the last 5 years, since 2014. But the world's constantly changing. That stuff that I talked about in 2014 doesn't necessarily work anymore because everyone jumps into it. It's not a new trend anymore. So what's the new trend? What is the new trend? What I've discovered is right here. I call it the cash flow system, just because you need multiple streams of income. People call that cash flow. Here's what the cash flow system says. Basically, here's the problem. Every book you read about starting your own business, every online program you see about starting your own business, there's one problem. You're starting from scratch, and it's relatively hard to start from scratch. You have to hire people. You got to get a website up. You have to get accounting correct. You have to get customer support people. You have to actually fulfill whatever it is you're selling to people. So you have to either buy a product and have it in inventory, or you need to, if it's a service business, you got to use your labor to provide the service. You got to hire salespeople. You have to hire an assistant. And so a lot of people, if you've watched, a lot of people get lost in that process, because that's a hard process. Don't get me wrong. So I went back. It's been right in front of my eyes the whole time. Back when I was 20, I was 19 and a half, 20 years old. My first business, I partnered with my mentor, Joel Salatin. He had the whole business set up. I duplicated what he did. Now, this is back in grass-fed beef business. Okay, but this applies. The principle doesn't matter if it's grass-fed beef, online sales, real estate, investment, doesn't matter. But I partnered with my mentor. He had enough. I had no capital to start, right? I had a couple $100 in my bank account. He was able to front the money, $60,000 for us to buy the cattle. And then he split the money with me. And I made that year, I think, I've talked to him since. He only lives a few miles down. I own a farm here. I'm in my little farm cottage house. It's about a 400-acre farm. It's cool. It's raining right now, if you hear the rain. But I talked to him. He wrote me a check for 12 grand, which was a lot of money. In fact, then I took that 12 grand. Remember I told you I shall have multiple streams of income. I had a job. I had this part-time with Joel Salatin. I made $1,000 a month there. I made another $1,000 here. I had multiple streams. I saved that money. I invested it wisely. He then gave me the connections. I went to Tasmania, Australia, and met a guy named Bill Mollison and Gary Townsend and Dr. Gordon Hazard. He connected me. I partnered with him. He duplicated his business, split the profit with me, and then he gave me the connections to reinvest my profits, and I did. And that is the beginning of everything you see now. That became the beginning of something very large. Over 2 billion minutes of my videos have been watched just on YouTube alone. Almost 2 billion, I'm like 1.9 something billion. And 500 million views. So that's just YouTube. If you count Instagram and Facebook, I'm probably approaching 1 billion views. But that all became because of somebody else helping me out. Somebody else allowing them to partner with me. And so as I look back over the last few years, if you've been following me or not, I've trained a lot of people, but I haven't partnered with a lot of people. And there's a big difference. See, Joel Salatin was training me as an entrepreneur, training me how to create multiple streams of income. But to get me off the ground, he actually partnered with me. And within a few years of that, and that was less formal. Well, I'm about to show you a more step-by-step system, but that allowed me to get to 6 figures. You know, that got me to, that was the catalyst that got me to from zero to making, I was making $8,000 to $10,000 a month, which was a lot of money for me. Okay, on my own, I started from scratch. So I was ordinary. I was ordinary in terms of wealth. I didn't have a rich parent. I'd never been to Beverly Hills. I'd never seen a Lamborghini. Like all those things that people think about me. I'd never been on a private jet. I didn't even really know people took private jets. All I knew is I didn't want to be broke anymore. All I knew is I wanted to be secure. All I knew is I didn't want to have sleepless nights. All I knew is I didn't want to repeat some of the things that I saw in my family. My dad was from Harlem. You know, my dad ended up going to prison when I was young. Didn't have much money. You got mixed up trying to make money. When people are broke, bad things happen. So let me explain for you. This is what I have for you today. Okay? This is what I have for you. And this is limited. I cannot do it with everything because if I do it with too many people, it saturates. Just like the social media marketing agency program, which still works. Don't get me wrong. There's people buying it every day. But I told people get in 2016, and a lot of people were skeptical and you know, skeptics lose. People who got in early got the biggest results. And of course that follows the second of the 3 commandments of wealth. You know, thou shalt invest thy money in new trends. Early, not late to the game. So I'm gonna give you the chance to be early to this new game. Here's what I wanna do. I've created a cash flow partnership with me. Okay, now let me step back real quick, explain one thing. For sure, you got to invest in new things, new trends. What are the big new trends out there that I see? I mean, CBD is a big new trend that you hear a lot about, right? Quickly growing market. Social media was a big trend like back 2015, 2016. It's not so big anymore. I was on Google AdWords, one of the first people on it. Online advertising was a big trend. I caught that trend. So what's the trends for right now? Well, I said CBD is one, but you know what's one that nobody thinks about? That's dwarfs anything that you could think of? Online education. Did you know online education, this is 2016, was projected to go to over, it was already like $100 billion industry. 100 billion. Let me put that in perspective. The whole nutritional supplement in the entire United States is only like 60 billion. Online education is so massive that richest man in the world, Bill Gates, Microsoft, they own LinkedIn. They bought a website called lynda.com, which is online education, and they paid over $1 billion for it. Over $1 billion. Harvard's going online. All this stuff is going online. Online education is the trend that I have invested my money in. Well over $50 million, by the way. Okay, so when I say money, I'm talking money. I've invested and reinvested profits well over that number. Because online education is insane. Let me tell you why it's such a good trend for you to catch. One, it's very lucrative, but more importantly, it helps the world. Imagine that. Making money without exploiting people. You don't have to exploit. That's a myth. Online education, and people go, well, how can that just happen? Well, you're taking money away. The only people losing is community colleges, and colleges maybe lose. But that's going to happen anyway. They're not losing. Those companies, those big endowment colleges, they're overcharging people. There's over $1.2 trillion in college debt. People come out with a college degree, still don't know how to do anything in the real life, no practical skills, no practical training. They don't know how to buy their own home. They don't know how to get a mortgage. They don't know how to read a contract. They don't know how to negotiate a deal. They don't know sales. They don't know how to start a business. They don't understand social media marketing. They don't understand e-commerce. So people are going in debt 40 to 100 grand. My brother got in debt $80,000 for a Spanish degree. It's a crime in many ways. You didn't need to spend that much money to learn Spanish. You could learn Spanish online. And so the world is shifting. Mark my words, your kids and grandkids will not go through the traditional education system of the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. It's already changed, and it will continue to train smart people from Elon Musk. You know, look at how many college dropouts there are. The college dropouts are at the top of the world. So I'm not saying everyone should drop out of college. I'm just saying there's a place for online education, and if you catch that trend, as I started catching this trend 2012, 2013, it's very lucrative. It can be another stream of income. The problem is, and I'm going to solve the problem for you, is that it's hard to start an online education company. Trust me. I spent, like I said, tens of millions of dollars getting it off the ground, figuring out the products, recording the content, making sure it's good, building a customer support team, building websites, building online seminars, giving away free content, blah, 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 all this stuff. So here's what I'm going to do for a handful of you. I am going to give you a cut and paste system that I believe and stand behind, by the way, I stand behind this, can generate as another source of income, another source of cash flow for you, $2,500 to $25,000 a month, starting within the next 60 days. In fact, I'm going to put a button below. If you get in the program, okay, if you get into this cash flow system training program and it's a partnering with me, okay, affiliate partnership with me, and it doesn't work, I'll give you all your money back. How about that? If in the next 60 days you follow the 10-step cut and paste guide that I have for you, and it doesn't work, I'm going to give you, and by work, it doesn't generate at least $2,500 for you, paid to you, not gross revenue. I'm talking about your cut of our partnership, of our affiliate partnership, $2,500. I will give you all your money back you paid to get into the program. Nobody in the world has ever made that promise. Name somebody. Does college say, if you spend 30 grand with us or you spend 10 grand with us this year and you don't get a job that pays an income, we'll give you all your money back? Name one that does. Nobody does that because they don't stand behind it, because they know deep down that this doesn't really work anymore. But I know this works. Every single day I have online education revenue, and I've made a lot of money, and I realize, Tai, do what your first mentor did. Share the system. So how does it work? You might be skeptical. Oh, 10 steps, blah, blah, blah. Is this really going to work? I mean, am I just blowing smoke up your... No. Let me explain. Here's the 10-step system. I've got it all written out. So step one, this is once you're in the program. So there's a button below. You click as quickly as you get through. Enter your credit card. It's a 256-bit SSL encrypted page. You enter your details, your email address, phone number. We won't spam you, nothing like that. We do not see your credit card number. It's safe and secure. In fact, it's more secure than handing your card to a waitress or Starbucks cashier, okay? Because we don't see the card number. As soon as you get in that, what happens right after that, okay, is step one, where do you want to get paid? So you tell us, do you want to get paid via PayPal? Do you want us to mail you a check? Or do you want me to send it directly via wire or ACH to your bank account? Step number two, you create your username and bio. A little bio, write a little bit about yourself, okay? Step three, you upload a photo. Just a photo of yourself, okay? If you're shy, just find one that you like how you looking. Take 20 and pick the best one, okay? Step number four, we are then going to generate, okay, on my new cash flow website, a page for you. Okay, so it'd be like cashflow.com/ if your name is, Bob Smith, /Bob Smith. Okay, so you don't have to build a website. You don't have to create funnels. You don't have to do Shopify. You don't have to do all that. My software, by the way, I've spent well over $5 million building my own software. You can't buy it anywhere. It's not WordPress. It's my proprietary software that runs all my businesses. It's a beast, okay? And I've got like 20 programmers full time. I've got a whole customer support team. This is all going to be your team now, okay? As our affiliate partnership, meaning you don't have to worry about tech. You don't have to build any online education products. You don't have to have customer support. You don't have to have sales. You don't have to have banking relationships with Visa and MasterCard to process credit card. I'm going to give you, through our affiliate partnership, just a page that has that. So then step 4, we generate your link, okay? And you put that in your Instagram handle, your Facebook, your Twitter, okay? You know how you get a little place, you put a little bio link? Step number 5, and this is the key. I'm going to start teaching you how to give away good free advice and training. I'm going to give you cut and paste things that I've written, that I've seen help people, that you could take, you could say it line for line, you can read it, or you can post it as an article on your Facebook feed, as a tweet. You can do this as a video on YouTube. I'm going to work with you. I know about personal branding, okay? I have over 10 million social media followers, over 3 million Instagram, verified Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, all those, okay? So not bragging, but I'm saying I can train you. I see people buying a book on how to be how to use social media to generate. I'm like, that author probably hasn't even generated $1 million, okay? I've used social media and generated $1 million in an hour, more than once. Made $1 million in an hour. I've never figured out how to make $1 million in a minute yet. Well, I have with a business deal, but not online. Okay. So that's step number 5. I'm going to show you how to do a review. I'm going to give you cut and paste things to say. Okay. Number 6, when people click that link in your bio that I've generated, it's going to take them to your page where I have the funnel all built for you. You don't have to do anything. This is key. I see everybody going, oh, funnels. I'm going to build funnels. Funnels are hard to build. I built my first funnel. Remember, I started as a young teenager. I built one of the first people online. In 2002, I had a funnel. I got over 15 years experience building funnels. You ain't going to learn that. Let my team build it for you. You don't have to do anything. So when people click that link in your social media, you can also email it to people. You can use it on business cards. It's going to give them a free download to an ebook of the 3 Commandments of Wealth. Even if they don't buy something, start helping the world. People don't know anything about finance. So this ebook walks them through, investing. It walks them through multiple streams of income. It's some of the stuff I've talked about, but it goes more in depth, okay? And it begins to show them that what they really need, and by the way, after they download the book, they can sign up for an online live replay seminar that I do online, that I do. So you don't have to do any selling. You don't have to do anything. Just when people go there from your social media or from your friends or from your email list or from your Twitter, they go, my process brings them all through it. And even if they don't buy anything, we're not forcing stuff down people's throat. If they don't buy anything, you can sleep good at night knowing you help people. People need financial education. Number 1 cause of divorce, financial problems. Number 1 thing that says stress people out. More than anything, it's people don't have enough money. Even sickness and health, physical body things come down to, do you have money? Enough money to take care of yourself, a living wage people don't have. So we're going to be training them for free. Now, as they read the ebook, watch the webinar, step 8, just let my automated system sell cutting edge online training programs. I have 5 core programs. We have 10, but 5 core ones. We show people how to build a social media marketing agency. We show people how to make money with e-commerce. Okay, me and my business partner own mentorbox.com. It's e-commerce. Walmart's a customer. We have over 75,000 paying customers. We teach people e-commerce skill you need to know. Richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, is all e-commerce. Then the third thing we teach people is credit, how to improve their credit. So all these things are showing people how to improve their cash flow, build multiple streams of income. And the last thing, we show people real estate. The number one thing that's created millionaires in the United States and most countries, self-made millionaires, is real estate. Now, e-commerce has created more billionaires, but we're showing people. And then we also have a program on how to sell on Amazon. We have online education programs on how to open an e-commerce agency. We have one on how to use Airbnb to rent properties out. So we have all these different cash flow ideas. So you could sleep good at night knowing, wow, people are getting trained in this for free. And then we have more advanced ones that we charge money for. Any person who buys through my automated funnel on your page, they'll come. We track them, by the way. So if they come to your page and join, even if they lose your page, you still get credited for the commissions. I'm not going to steal your commissions in any way. So we have the most advanced tracking system. It's all tracked. Anything that person buys, okay, is tracked. So then you get paid. So, oh, I forgot one step. That's step 8. Step 9, after they get in the programs, we also have a phone coaching team that calls people, helps them. And for certain people, we have even more advanced programs that they can purchase. Again, I've given away, like I said, to free people, over 400 million views. That's probably 100 to 200 million people have just gotten free information, never had to pay me, learn things. In fact, there was a guy who just DM'd me 3 days ago saying, Tai, thank you, I'm making like $50,000 a month in e-commerce and social media. And I said, are you in my programs? He said, no, I just watched your free training. So obviously we get a lot of testimonials from people who go through the paid advanced training, but we also get a lot of people who just literally, watch the free stuff. So you can sleep good knowing you're not forcing things down people's throat. We're not super pushy, but we have a phone coaching team that helps people get started, and they also can upgrade people on the phone. So we got you covered. Online sales, phone sales, you're not doing anything. You are sleeping. Remember I said you got to make money work for you? Not just work for money. The average person works for money. Make money. Here's how you know you're making money work for you. At 3 in the morning when you were asleep, did money come into your bank account? For me, every single day for over 10 years, I've been making money work for me. Okay? So our phone team will help. Step 10, you get paid. We pay you a percentage of what people pay. Now, this is what I want to do right now. Okay, I'm going to give you an opportunity to be a gold level partner with me. Okay, you don't have to be a gold level partner, but I'm just telling you now, so be careful about missing this opportunity. For example, last week, I gave this opportunity. I just sent out one or two emails to my followers that said the very first people who get in here are going to get a special thing and no one else will ever get it. Well, I'm keeping my word. No one ever is getting that deal again. But this, I knew I only wanted to do that for a few people just to start the test group. I've created a test group. Only people in this test group right now who click the link below are going to get the guarantee. Okay? Then, if you don't make $2,500, if you follow the 10-step cut and paste, okay, and you don't make $2,500 in commissions, in the next 60 days, I'll give you all your money back if you want it. If you want it, you go, oh, this didn't help me. Like, oh, look, I didn't make a penny. I followed it, nothing. I'll give you all your money back, okay? That's only available to people at the gold, we have bronze, silver, gold level. We have some higher ones, but that's not available till I know you a little better. But gold level partnership with me. Get you the guarantee. Get you attention, and of course I'm going to pay attention. Okay, you're going to be in a private Facebook group with me. I'm going to support you, me and my team, and of course my team will help too. I have like 75 people on the team. These are actually employees of mine and contractors that will be working with you to help you. But the good news is, like, you don't have to do that much. It's all set up. I started building this, like I said, over a decade ago just for myself, never before partnered people. So if you get into the gold, you're going to get access. You'll see all this stuff you're going to get access to, but at the core of it, you're not only going to get the guarantee, but you're going to get double the commission rates of people who come in at the bronze level. Double. Okay, I wanted to double it because I want to make sure you hit the $2,500. So I want you to think for a second. What would your life be if you had another stream of income? Remember I said the first of the commandments of wealth is thou shalt have more than one stream of income, ideally 3. Maybe you have 1, maybe you have 2 now, but that's not 3. The average millionaire has 3. Billionaires have, like Warren Buffett, have 90. I have at least 18 streams of income, like definite different sources of income. One thing doesn't work 1 month, other things kick in. You have to have that. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. And whatever you're doing now, even if you're an entrepreneur, why would you not want to catch the trend of the online education? Just Google it. Google the industry. It's over $100 billion. It dwarfs. I mean, I love the CBD industry, but they're projecting the CBD industry will be at $22 billion, and people are having a freak out. Well, that's like in the next 3 years. Online education's already over $100 billion. It's going to $200 billion. It's 10 times bigger and less competition because it's hard to do. The only people playing in the online education space for the most part and doing it well is big institutions that have billion-dollar endowments like Harvard, Yale is going online, okay? Which the average person, you and I can't do that. We can't just start a Harvard. You got to get accredited. They've been around since, what, the 1700s? The second players are big players, like I said, like lynda.com, who got acquired for $1 billion. You're not going to just start that, okay? But I've already done it. So you're just duplicating and partnering with me about what I know sells every single day. In fact, while this video was going, my online education was putting money in my bank account. I want to do that for you too. But like I said, I cannot pay attention to everybody who wants to do an affiliate partnership. So if you come in at that bronze level, you know, you get half the commissions because I'm not going to pay attention. It's not going to be focused. You're not going to have the guarantee. This gold one, now, when you click the link below, you'll see the price. People go, well, Tai, look, it's under $1,000, okay? Now, I could have priced it much higher. I could have priced it at 10 grand, 5 grand. I'm putting a guarantee on it. Nobody, like people spend 20 grand on college, undergrad degree with no guarantee. So I'm putting a guarantee. I'm giving you a system that makes me money every single, there's not an hour gone by in the last 5 years that online education hasn't made me money. Maybe there's been 1 hour, whatever. There's not a 2-hour stretch, 24/7. You see my social media, you see me traveling. People, one of the big questions I get is like, Tai, what are you doing? What do you do? I see you just enjoying life. Well, I followed the 3 commandments of wealth that I gleaned and learned from my mentors. And one of them was, what are they again? Thou shalt have multiple streams of income, ideally 3. Thou shalt, what's the second one? Testing your memory here. What is it? Thou shalt, by the way, I don't know if I should say shout or shall, right? Thou shalt invest thy money wisely by investing early in new trends. And number 3, thou shalt make money work for you while you sleep by having the right connections. If you didn't have the connection you have to me, you wouldn't be getting this opportunity. I mean, the connections matter. So I want to give you a direct connection to me as an affiliate partnership. You'll have your own business. You're not my employee. Like I said, it's like my business partner, Alex. Like, he's not my employee. We're in a partnership. And we're not in a formal business partnership where we own a company 50-50 together. But an affiliate partnership is a real deal thing. By the way, affiliate partnership's not anything weird. If you think it's scammy, just remember, you know who uses affiliate partnerships the most? Jeff Bezos. Amazon.com is all affiliate stores. Or not all. Amazon owns some stores, and they allow affiliate stores. And nobody would you wouldn't call that a scam, right? That there's the richest man in the world and the first or second largest company in the world, Amazon, has affiliate partnerships, and it made Jeff Bezos the richest person in the world. As he allowed other people to make money from his system that he built, Amazon, because he could have just built Amazon, he has all the stores, all the products is him, but he made a big decision, if you can read about it, where he actually gave people the ability to sell on Amazon. And I think like 10 million people or something, I need to plug this phone in, have affiliate partnerships with Jeff Bezos. So it's awesome. Hold on one second. So don't think this is anything weird when I say affiliate partnerships. It's not scammy. It's been used since the beginning of the internet. Okay, so learn how to sell online without having to build a website, without having a sales team, without having to set up a complicated thing and all the things that go into business, without having to take a risk of trying to sell a product that's not proven to sell. My products, my education products are definitely proven. I want to get some people to 25 grand a month and more. Not everybody will get to that level, but I said, the next 60 days, if you don't make $2,500, I'll give you all your money back. That's what colleges should do, by the way. If they believe in what they're doing, they should stand behind it. I stand behind what I'm presenting to you today. So click the link below. I think that's what I've said what I need to say. Oh, let's talk about the price. So you might say, Tai, okay, well, you know, how come it's not 20 bucks? Well, I don't want $20 partnerships with people. You know, one of the things that I've learned in any type of partnership, business and financially related, everybody has to have skin in the game. And a little pro tip here, forget what we're talking about today. If you ever start a business and you put money into that business and somebody wants to partner with you and you say, hey, put some money in, and they say no, run for your life. They're not committed. That's not fair. You put money in, you put time, sweat, tears. You want to be a partner? You put it in too. I put money, blood, sweat, tears, years of my life into building products that help people, that are high quality, that have helped millions. And so if you want to partner with me, I want to partner with people who are okay with putting a little bit of skin in the game. Now, I'm not asking you to put in, like I said, I've invested over $50 million of money and reinvested profits or reinvested revenue back into the business. I'm not expecting you to put in $50 million. I still own the business. But an affiliate partnership, if somebody's not willing, I should just do $1,000 even, because I read that the average community college in Los Angeles, 1/4 is $1,000. $1,000. What are you going to get out of community college? People say, oh, well, then you can use community college to get into university. That's very circular logic. Let me take a subpar class from a professor who's probably not the best, because no offense to community college professors, but people paying $1,000 for that? Well, I should be charging $5,000, because when it comes to actually generating money, I know how to do it online, and I'm giving you the chance, and I'm giving you my software. I'm giving you a page on there. I'm giving you affiliate tracking links. I'm giving you all the customer support done. Everything. All you're doing is using your social media and your influence. Maybe you're not, a big social media influencer. Maybe you have 100 followers or 1,000 or 5,000, or maybe you're friends with somebody who can, kind of work. You can work with them. You could turn that into an alternate source of income. And I think that after me talking for this long, whatever, if this doesn't make sense to you, that's fine. No, this is not for everybody. I'm not pushy like that. Honestly, I've learned it's kind of like going on a date with somebody. If you go on a date with somebody, when it comes to the second date, if you really have to push on them that hard to do a second date, they're not the one. You go on a first date, you talk for 20, 30, 40 minutes, you present who you are as a person, and the people who resonate with you, that's the ones you should have a second date with. That's the one you build long-term life. You marry, maybe, that's how that works. I've spent 40 minutes with you. This is kind of like an introduction, not a date, but you know what I'm saying. And if this resonates with you, then do it. And if it doesn't, it's like Yoda says, do or do not. There is no try. So if you want to think about this, procrastinate, I can almost guarantee you by the time you come back, this opportunity will be gone. I'm not going to do the gold level affiliates with everybody forever. I'm just not at this price level. So this is your chance to get in early. Click the link below. The way it'll work, you go through the page, enter your credit card info. You'll immediately will start setting up your page. We'll send you we need some information from you, just real simple. We need what you want on your bio and a picture from you. And then we're gonna generate that link for you, and we're gonna get you started with the guide. Remember, all you're doing is helping people with online education around their finances. That's it. And you're doing it for free. And we use a model called freemium. It's exactly like what YouTube does, or what many businesses do. Like YouTube, you can use YouTube. And so people use YouTube Red and they upgrade for $10. You see this on dating websites. They give the product away for free, like Tinder. You know, you can use Tinder for free, but if you want to be like a more premium member, you pay some money, and Tinder is now generating billions of dollars in revenue. It's the same with my business model. We help people, we give them free education, free downloads, free online seminars, and then those who are really engaged buy the more advanced and step-by-step training. So worst case scenario, by the way, you're just helping a lot of people with stuff they should know. People should know about credit. People should know about real estate investing. People should know about social media. People should know about e-commerce. People should know about how to sell on Amazon. People should know about how to use Airbnb to generate revenue. So the training we're giving them is very high quality. I can tell you that. By the way, I don't teach all these programs. My online education, I'm fortunate enough that a lot of interesting people follow me, and they come and they fly in and they train. I train in the online education, but we've recorded hundreds of hours of training taught not by college professors, but actual entrepreneurs who have made millions of dollars. And so we're passing that paying it forward, you could say, in these programs. So you will become an affiliate partner, spreading that message, spreading a message that's not putting people in $1.2 trillion of college debt. Nobody's going to get into, 80 grand of college debt like my brother did for his Spanish degree. We have programs that people can buy starting from as low as $7 all the way up. So we have something for anybody that you send to your page, okay? And we're gonna help you. You're gonna have questions. Once you get inside the program, we have training for you. It's all gonna make sense. But just remember this, cut and paste formula, really. The exact same formula I've spent over $50 million refining down. I'm handing it to you at the gold level, and I'm paying you double the commission rate. And that's a key thing. Double the commission rate of those people at the bronze level. And I don't even have the bronze level open right now. But you get double the commission rate as a gold level compared to bronze. And you get the guarantee. And for a lot of you, this is your first foray into something like this. I wanted to have the guarantee so you know that you can't lose. The guarantee's backed by Visa or MasterCard. If you want a refund, we're gonna refund you. If it doesn't work for you, why would I want you as a partner? I'll refund. I once had a business partner put 150 grand into a new business we were gonna do. We never launched it. And then he got cold feet and said, I want my money back. And I went, 150 grand? That's a lot of money. I gotta give him back. I had done a work for like a year, but then I said, Tai, you don't want to partner with somebody who's heart not in it. So I gave him all his $150,000 back. So this is not costing you $150,000. It's not costing you 80 grand like my brother. This is not costing you 10 grand. It's for under a grand, less than the cost of community college degree. For some of you, that's too expensive. It's not for everybody. But this comes out to like $3 a day. If you don't think we can create a partnership where your commissions, your split is $3 a day, then you shouldn't go into this. I believe, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is, with a 100% money back guarantee. So if I can't do it, it doesn't work for you, you got all the information for free and you got the money refunded back to you. So click the link below, get in the program. Get in the cash flow affiliate partnership with me. You want to partner with me? You want to partner with Tai Lopez? Sounds weird to talk in third person. This is your chance. People, by the way, have asked me this for years. I decided I'm going to open it up, build a test group just like I did for social media marketing in 2016. People get in that initial test group always do the best, because what's the second commandment of wealth? Thou shalt invest thy money in new opportunities early, new trends early, not being the last to the train. So, yeah, click the link below. I will see you inside the program. I'll begin to train you. I'll begin to partner with you. You'll be added to the Facebook group. I'll be in there. I want you to succeed. In fact, let me just say this last thing. This is the real reason why you want to do a partnership with me, affiliate partnership. I only get paid when you get paid. I want to pay you via PayPal, check, wire, ACH. I want to. Do you know why? Every time I'm splitting the money with you. You're bringing in customers that I don't know. I'm so aligned with your best interests. There's no reason for me to screw you over. Like, every time I'm giving you a check, I made money too. It's beautiful. It's just like what I did with Joel Salatin, my first mentor at 19 and 20 years old. Built a business. He was happy to write me a check for $12,000 because that means he had made more. Okay? So, you know, he had made all his money back. He was happy. He was like, oh, he wished, and I hope that somebody watching this, maybe you, I have to write a $100,000 commission check because that means you made me that much or more. Like, it's the ultimate win-win situation. Whenever you can make money in win-win situations, do it. Really, that's my advice. By the way, also, just like in The Office, if you ever watch the comedy show The Office, Kevin says, Kevin Malone, one of the characters, goes, if anybody ever offers you 10,000 to 1 on anything, you take it. He said, if John Mellencamp wins an Oscar, I'm going to be a very rich man. And what he meant by that is if the deal's a good deal and you can't really lose or you hardly lose anything, do the deal because of the upside potential. And this one, the worst thing you lose is the next 60 days. You get all the training, you get the opportunity, you like get the whole thing, and it doesn't work for you, and I give you the money back. You're not even out $1,000. Name another business you can start. Just name anything you could start for $1,000. You could walk somebody's dog. Okay. Yeah, but you still probably should have a website. How are you going to accept, if you want to accept credit cards, you got to set up a merchant account. That takes you, okay, you got to have an LLC to do it. You have to, it's going to cost you money. And that's you just starting on your own. No one to encourage you. No one to train you. Most businesses cost, if you do the real money, you're going to put it $10,000 to $100,000 in to build your own business. This is an opportunity to get in for under $1,000. And it's, obviously this is not like launching a restaurant, which might cost you 50 grand. That's a little different. It's a little bit apples to oranges, but the general principle, what I'm saying is you can get in and try to make money online digital products, and you can do it in a way that's very low risk for you. By the way, something interesting to keep in mind. One of the reasons this works so well is that with online, by the way, this is not MLM or network marketing, or this is not a lot of the stuff that people might think. The problem with so I think everybody should sell physical products, but one cool thing about online education products, which you're getting access to now to be an affiliate partner with me, is that like there's no cost to deliver it. So there's more commissions that I can pay out. There's good profit margins, which I can split with you. If I own like a restaurant and you were bringing in customers who bought $50 worth of food, I couldn't split that 50-50 with you. You get 25, I get 25, because there was the cost of food is expensive. For a restaurant, the cost of $50 meal might be, with food, alcohol, and labor, might be, 30 or 40 bucks. They operate on relatively thin margins. So they could only split like $10 with you 50-50. Here's $5, here's $5, like, or whatever the split would be, 70-30. Like, it's not much to split. With online education, the beautiful thing is we're helping the world. It's a win-win situation. People get free information. They upgrade. They're going to buy it anyway, by the way. They're going to lynda.com. They're going to Harvard or whatever. They're about to spend the money, and might as well do it with you. At your affiliate link that I'm going to set you up on our website, on our cashflow.com website. And there's enough profit margins that you can make actual money. You're not going to get like, I've seen people do affiliate partnerships and they make like $6. Well, that's great. It is better to make $6 online automatically than zero, but I mean, does that move the needle? I want to show you things that you can present to people that can get you a check that's larger than $6. That can start actually making a difference in your life, and that's important. And even though people see my lifestyle, don't think I'm that far removed from being a broke kid, a broke adult living on a mobile home, sleeping on a couch. I grew up into my teenage years, I lived in a mobile home, still there in Clayton, North Carolina. I remember what it's like. I remember seeing and being presented opportunities and taking some of them and not taking some of them and regretting it. As the saying goes, in general, you regret the things you didn't do. They ask Warren Buffett what he regrets. And he says, in general, you don't regret what you do. You don't regret jumping on an opportunity because worst case, you just learn from it. But you do regret the what ifs. What if I had listened? So think about that right now. What if you had listened to me? What if what I'm saying is actually true? What if I'm saying actually works? No matter if you're male or female. No matter if you live in the United States or another country. Europe, Asia, Africa, Canada, South America, Australia. What if it didn't matter if you were 18 years old, if you were 80 years old? If this trend of online education is booming so much that it levels it out and it doesn't care who makes money from it. Just like Amazon, anyone can sell on Amazon, anyone can sell online education because I've got the funnels. It's me selling for you. You don't even have to be a salesperson. We'll do it. So think long and hard before you don't take this opportunity. You may regret it, really. And I'm not saying that to try to shame you or guilt you, because if you really don't resonate with this, you should not do it. I don't want any partners that are optimistic about this. But if you're on the fence and you're just a little bit scared, let me answer just a few frequently asked questions by people who have a lot of anxiety and fear about new things. Number one, always consider the opportunity cost. So what's the cost of not doing this? So there's a cost to become a gold level affiliate partner with me and get the advanced training and extra attention and the guarantee. Well, what's the cost of stopping and watch this video and walking away and doing whatever you were doing? Well, like Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. You'll probably end up in the same financial situation that you woke up in this morning. There is no change without a change in routine. That's what Joel Salatin told me when I was 19 years old. There is no change without a change of routine. And a lot of people go, I don't like my I don't like my bank account. I go, well, you change your routine, you change what you're doing? No, I'm waiting for it to happen. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen like that. I believe in the law of attraction in a certain sense. What you think about, you attract. I agree. What you are, you attract. But I also believe the law of attraction. What's the last word in attraction? Action. You must attract and act. Okay? You've attracted this video into your life. Something's going on in your life. You stumbled upon this. You got an email. You're here. Attract. But now you got to take a micro step, micro action. This is a small action. It's a safe action. I want you to feel good about it. I'm excited about this. I think that's the main frequently asked question I need to answer. And I appreciate you taking an hour of your time to watch this. For those of you who are action takers, this is your cue. Click the link below. Get in the program. For those of you who are more practical and need analysis, you may want to rewatch this video. I laid it out very carefully and very logically, the case. For those of you who are very social and you like the idea of being out and helping, this is your chance. Connect with people, For those of you who are very emotional and maybe have anxiety, as I spoke about, don't just think about what can go wrong. Think about what goes wrong when you don't take a step of faith. You got to consider that too. So click the link below. I will see some of you on the inside of the training area getting started in the next 5 minutes. So Change your life. There's no change without a change of routine. I believe everything happened for a reason. I believe you stumbled upon and made time for this video for a reason. And the reason is, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When someone is ready, the opportunity appears. It always happened for me financially, when I was ready. When the mind was ready, that outward begins to manifest. And I don't mean that in a super, far out, new agey kind of way. What I do believe is that, like I said, I have chosen to believe that things happen for a reason. Not everything's random. There are random things in life, but there's a thread to it that draws things together. And I know that the most important days of my life would have been when I stumbled across a video, a book, or a person who said something to me that caused me to take a little shift. I was going that way. I was almost on the right track, but I needed a little shift this way. This program, this video, I believe, is that little shift you might need. And you'd be surprised what a little shift does. It changes your trajectory, your future, by not just feet, but miles, and hundreds of miles. So I hope this will take you to a place that you never thought you would go. This will be the beginning, the catalyst of a new financial life. One where you're following carefully the 3 commandments of wealth, where you have multiple streams of income, where you're investing your money into new trends, where you are making money work for you by having the right connections. Okay? So thanks so much. Click the link. I'm excited to partner, to be an affiliate partner with those of you who join and take advantage and jump into the test group early. This is early. If you're watching this now, this video is still up. I'm going to take it down when I don't think this is going to work anymore. And it will get saturated. So you snooze, you lose.